Alright, so if you haven't seen my video where I do sort of an ace production, you might want to watch this one first because you can do this trick in ace assembly right after it. I'll leave a link to that video down below, and this ace assembly is one I created called Catch the Ace. It's based on an old trick called Merlin's Lost Ace trick from Exquisite card technique. I love this trick and I love the concept of it, but I could never do it because there was a difficult move in it called a double deal, which meant you had to do a bottom deal plus a different card, and it's just a weird move that I could never get down. And so I wanted to simplify it, and this is what I came up with. And let's get into it. Alright, so you're going to present this as a game. Alright, so once you have the aces out, what you're going to do is say, look, have you ever heard of the game called Catch the Ace? And of course they probably won't because I just made it up, alright? So what you're going to do is you want 12 cards on top of the aces, alright? So they can take the deck and shuffle them, and they can deal the cards on top if they want to, just to make it even more fair. But you can just, either way, you need 12 cards here. So you can just do 3, 6, 9, 12, alright? So just count in threes 4 times, alright? So what you're going to do here is make it appear as though you make 4 piles of 3 indifferent cards, but really you're going to switch 1 pile for the aces, and this is how you do that, alright? So you're going to use what's called Ed Marlowe's 5th peel move. Legendary move, very genius, and that's very underused, alright? So what we're going to do is spread through the cards like this. So look, all the indifferent cards, and then there's the aces, and what you're going to do as you close up is catch a break under that ace of spades as you close up. So you got a pinky break under as you close up, alright? So there's 3 broken aces under the break now. What you're gonna do now is appear as though you make 4 piles of 3 cards each like this. So I'll demonstrate first and then I'll teach you how it's done, alright? So you got 1, 2, 3 cards here, 1, 2, 3 cards here, 1, 2, 3 cards here, and then 1, 2, 3 cards here, plus the 4 aces. But really what I've done is switch this packet for those 3 aces, and this is how you do that now. Alright, so again, you show the cards, catch a break below that ace of spades as you close up. Now, what you're gonna do is peel off 3 cards normally like this, biddle style, sort of tap it like this, put them face down normally. Same thing again on the second round. 1, 2, 3, everything is normal up to this point. Set them face down. This is where things get tricky. So what you're gonna do is as you peel this card, what's going to happen is you take everything with it that's below the break, alright? So you sort of peel this card on top of the aces, but you need to keep a break between the aces and this card like this, alright? So once again, as you peel the card, take those aces, keep in a break. But it's important to not hesitate or stop there. So what you're going to do is make it appear as though you just count 3 cards off. So it's 1, 2, 3 using that steal move. I have the aces under the break. So same thing with the tap and drop. What you're going to do is biddle steal the 3 cards, the 3 indifferent cards that are above the break under the packet. So as you turn down, steal those like this under the packet. So now you just have those 3 aces in your hand as you put them down. All right. So again, count these off normally. 1, 2, 3. Do the tap, and to all intents and purposes, these are the 4 aces. I mean, they should be, right? I mean, it looks like it, so why not? But really, it's just the ace of spades with 3 indifferent cards. So what you're going to do, turn them down like this, and then we have the aces. So you deal them on top of each pile, 1, 2, and then sort of spread these apart like this, and you need to put the ace of spades on the ace pile, just like this. Now it's just a simple matter of Magician's Choice or Equivoke, alright? So, or Equivocate. So what you're going to do is, I think in this game and in this context, it really makes a lot of sense and it's very justified. See, look, I really want you to win. So we have 2 players. I want you to touch 2 piles, alright? So it doesn't matter which ones they choose. If they choose a pile of indifference and the pile of the aces, say perfect, we'll take these away, alright? So, but if they choose these 2, say perfect, we'll take these away. It doesn't matter what they choose, you just take the other ones away, alright? So let's say in this case they choose these 2, alright? So perfect, I'll take these away, and then you just stack them like this. The important thing with this sort of Equivoke or Magician's Choice thing is to not have any hesitation. You want to be really confident in what you're doing. Any sort of guessing or second guessing yourself is going to give it away. So you want to make it appear as though that what you're doing is what you intended all along in the first place, alright? So, I mean, it makes perfect sense if you think about it. So let's say in this case, they pick these two piles. See, look, perfect, I'll take these two for myself. And then it's, like I said, just take the ones that they don't pick. So, again, if they, or take the ones that they do pick. If they choose these two, say, perfect, we'll take these two away like this, you know. It doesn't matter. Just, you want them to put their hand on the ace is what I'm trying to say. So now you're going to say, look, it's my turn now, so I'll take one pile. In fact, I really want you to win, so why don't you take my turn, and then you ask them to point to a pile, which is perfect for this sort of magician's choice thing, right? So you want them to win, take my turn, touch one pile. It's really justified, because a lot of times with these things, it's just touch two piles, touch one pile. Like, why? Why can't I just touch a pile that I want, you know? But I think in this context, it really makes a lot of sense, I think anyway. So let's say they touch this pile here. If they touch that one, drop them on top. All right, so if they touch the ace pile, say, look, if they touch that one, perfect, put your hand on top of it so I can't get to it, and then do that again. Doesn't matter, you cannot hesitate. Be confident and act like it was your intentions all along, all right, and you'll be fine. So they're covering this ace pile with their hand, and so you pick these up and say, this is why it's called catch the ace, and I really wanted you to win, so this is what I did. I cheated like this. Look, I have no aces in this pile, and if you check under your hand, I think you'll find a pretty good set of cards, and they do that, and they will find that they have all 4 aces, and that's why it's called catch the ace. Alright, so as always, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you learned something new, and thanks for watching. Until next time, happy practicing. I love you guys.